Hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to It's a Shaw Thing. I'm your host, Rob Shaw. We're talking some college football. I know some college football fans saying this past weekend was boring. After all, the top 16 teams in the nation remained untouched. Nonetheless, there was some excitement. To get you caught up with the latest and the greatest, we're going to go over 4 different conferences for you, and we're going to start it all off with the Big East. There was some excitement there. Cincinnati trying to be a contender this season. I'm obviously known for their basketball program throughout the years, but it's football that they've been at their best recently, and they had a big game at Louisville this past weekend, and they won. A big win for them. This is a team that is now ranked number 19 in the nation, and rightfully so. They do have just 2 losses, although they were pretty ugly, losing by a combined 50 points to Oklahoma and UConn. Nonetheless, this is a team that is perfect at home. They're 4-1 in their conference, and they're going to go for their 3rd straight win against a ranked opponent this weekend when they host number 20, Pittsburgh. Keep an eye on that matchup. All right, next up, let's talk a little bit about the ACC. Talk about parity. Maryland dealing number 17th ranked UNC a big loss this past weekend, and it's all about parity. All their records are very, very similar. Also, BC avenges an ugly loss from last season to the Florida State Seminoles back when Matt Ryan was the quarterback of the Eagles, and they were ranked number 2 in the nation. Well, that being said, it was FSU who threw up a stinker. Not just that, it lasted all week. Unfortunately, 5 wide receivers suspended in that game. Controversy, and Florida State continues to really be intermingled. A bad situation for Bobby Bowden and friends, and of course Jimbo Fisher, the offensive coordinator, is also the head coach in waiting, so it's not good that they continue to have all of these issues. There's many, many suspensions so far already this season. Next up, let's talk a little SEC football, and if you wondered, what was the difference between the number 24 team and the number 3 team in the nation? You got your answer. 50 points. The Florida Gators embarrassed their former coach, Steve Spurrier, or at least they did his Gamecocks. They knocked them around, winning by 50 points. As far as other surprises, LSU and Troy, of all teams, were very, very close, but an impressive second half for LSU, proven to be the better team in that one. Not surprisingly that they won. Talk about surprises, though. The Vanderbilt Commodores did it. They knocked off Kentucky, now have their 6 wins, which makes them bowl eligible for the first time in 20-plus seasons. As a Vanderbilt alumnus, can't say how happy I am. 6 wins, but there could be more coming. They still play against Tennessee and Wake Forest. I'm talking about 8 wins. That would be nice. All right, let's keep it going. Conference USA. I said it would be a shootout, and I said that Houston would win. I don't want to, pat myself on the back too hard, but 70-30 Houston Cougars. Unbelievable performance there from their quarterback. The name is Case Keenum. He deserves some name recognition after that performance. I think there's something in the water there. Maybe all those Texas quarterbacks getting something right, because this guy threw for 6 passing touchdowns. He rushed a touchdown as well. 402 passing yards. Remind you of someone, maybe Graham Harrell. Talking about Texas Tech, they were pretty quiet this weekend because they were off. But get ready for them. They're playing against Oklahoma at Oklahoma. They win that game, they'll likely be in a national championship. Get excited, folks. The season is nearing an end. Plenty of rivalry games coming up. Even though Michigan's down this year, you still have to look forward to their competition against Ohio State. Well, that's your college football report for now. I'm Rob Shaw, signing off.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.